Hey, 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 hey. All right. Hold on a minute. I need to clean up this virtual screen. I think where I come from Sierra Leone, I wasn't able to clean that up. Let me see if I can use this. No? Okay. Hold on. Let me just put screen. Okay. Here you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, when I good evening or good afternoon. Well, I just come back from Sierra Leone. I came last night, and I decided yesterday I probably broadcast, but since I've been in travel for come from Sierra Leone, so I substitute yesterday when Saturday to today when Sunday. So this broadcast is the first in the United States after the the elections when I come back. So this, as we all know, this is now kind of an interactive session as always, and I want to make we all able for. I want to tell una what I go find out as alone, and I want to make una also give me una own opinion about what una all done uh, see or maybe told about Sierra Leone. Um, I got so many reports where I get forgive not to inside this one broadcast. This is just kind of substitutions of yesterday because normally I the broadcast every Saturday, right? But yesterday, since I've been in travel, so I'll not be able. I can around 11 o'clock p.m. Arizona time. So now that make the broadcast today for make I able for replace or substitute yesterday absence. And I know say a lot of them actually enjoy the broadcast every Saturday. First of all, I appreciate um, when our commitment for watch and contribute to we platform. And I got so many things right now. They can send if you see me, they look at my phone. They can send out the broadcast to different groups. Them so now they try for do while they try for talk and put things together. Now, I know say the last 1 month where I did not salon, a lot of experience where I get starting from the lights. Okay, the lights. Well, Usai me go lodge, it's a little bit better for the lights. Even though it come on and off, but it look a little bit better at the west of the city, Freetown, and it passed now the east. Well, not every part now the east, but it passed certain parts now the east because now the east, the people they're waiting at the line, that Blackwell Road power station line. I think they said they can get lights frequently. Now other places they're no more now the dead east and probably between the central east. Now in they can get some kind of problem with lights. So um as when I've been they see the last broadcast I broadcast about a couple days ago, when I see with I've been there and broadcast, the light just go off. And what think can happen? Then tell we say because when the lights go off, normally the way lights they go, it they go like 15, 20 minutes to 30 minutes they come back. So but that time day, the last broadcast where I made, we are not able to finish for read the comments where the lights go off. So the lights not counted the following day, all day. So waiting, I understand what happened. I think the transformer blew off another line there. So we get for go switch in another line because the line where we been they use now the college road, Milton Magai Teachers College, that line where they use. na in will be the use. So they say the transformer blow also will not be able for user until my nephew able for rearrange and switch that line day to another line. So we can get light also, say a cam. So these are some of the things we I experienced in a trip. I get for give a very detailed report, not only the elections, which I already started writing, but also the general condition of the country, because that election was actually some kind of a referendum on the sitting government. So, right. Another feedback where I get for you now, get for do with the airports. In fact, I get some videos where they try to put together and make that report, that feedback there. But let me just give you now some kind of a general, a generic reports. We probably some of now we don't go down that airport since they open them, and I go able to accept what they try for saying. I will get detailed reports, feedback on the airport because I go in, I walk around and try for see both now the waiting rooms and downstairs. So I get forget that report there. But let me give you a general report. I still stand by the word way I've been make Nayan at this forum where I say the airport could have benefited more if this government for being continue with the Mamamai airport because of the strategic location of that proposed airport there. So that I still stand by that because I went to Lunge. That is after I don't go na fit on, I go back na Lunge. So I go try one of the problems with the airports. We probably I don't know if this government able to fix has to do with so sure I'm here, I'm here. Now that make I do today, but when I continue put when I comment at the comment section, okay? So when I just continue putting that when I comment. Yeah, I miss Una too, you know, but not too much because even when I've been in us alone will be interact so much. But I stand by that particular side because of strategic location. But as we all know, me mean a patriot, not so. I get some kind of partisan mentality sometimes, but when it comes to nationality or national interest, boy, I always I know they even hesitate. You know, every loving Sierra Leonean should be proud of that airport. I don't care whose party we belong to. If you're not a patriotic Sierra Leonean, you should be proud of that airport. And I don't tell you now what's in the disagreement I get because of strategic location. But when it comes to modernization of the airport, yeah, the airport is beautiful. It's good. So no matter what we think politically, let we give Mother Bioda kudos there. Okay. If it comes to politics, I prefer thank you very much. If it comes to politics, I prefer the Mamamai airport, not because the Mamamai airport na APC, when I'm a party, na him proposed that, but the strategic location, where for being benefits people there. You know, I tell when I say when I have been I go, I pass, I go now turn, I come back because there are people now the TPN forum where they mean say if me where I go do I make I go look at the airport and give them feedback. So that's I go back na Lungin for make I go give feedback to for me I go get feedback the airport and see how beautiful the airport. The airport is powerful. In fact, let me tell you one thing, very important thing. You see that tunnel? For go load na the plane. The tunnel where I load because I think they get 4 what they call how they call and gates. Okay, the tunnel where allowed it bigger past most of the modern airport now, and it nicer inside. Always come when I don't put together my videos, I go give you some kind of a voiceover for make I able explain you. But that airport is good. I go to Liberia. Okay, I went to Liberia when I was coming. You know they compare Liberia with Sierra Leone when it comes to the airports. No. Maybe now the olden days where they've been passed with the airports. But now you know you compare Liberia and Sierra Leone. No, far. In fact, when we go to Liberia, you see like we own all the airports where if plane come, it is tin up by the parking. So then bring that crane that steps them where people then they call condom. Now still then get. You know, the plane come on our salon, we go na Liberia because we've been there for drop some passengers in Liberia and pick some other one them for kind of Brussels. So take a look at the airport, and I was proud to be a Sierra Leonean, irrespective of the political differences we'll get. You know, the airport is nice, very, very nice. Modern for that matter. It's a modern airport. Well, forget about the airport. From the junction now, for Canada airport, the road airport, not the airport. Smooth, nice. In fact, before you enter the airport, you get one big what them put, where they say welcome to Lunge International Airport. Very nice one, so. Dude, if we maintain, I believe say we will maintain the airport because right now, because that's even na the video when I was recording, that's one of the things where I talk with me picking, the girl picking now we go. So my concern only is 10 years from now, are we going to maintain this wonderful airport, this beautiful airport? Because Solomon waiting it lack the ability for many us. They're not able to maintain things then, you know. So, but my hope here is the Suma group where actually they take care of the airport are going to be there 10 years from now, 20 years from now, because I think it's about 25 years, right? So they are going to continue to maintain the airport and make some fixes in case some of the things then wear out. So that's something we I'll get concerned about. But for now, the airport is really, 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 really beautiful. You know, I'm not going to the other airport than yet, like Senegal and Ghana. I did see the number now. Well, I've been going to Senegal about 2015, but when I've been go, so but they decide for build a new airport where they've not been done doing anything in this. So they don't done airport that airport now. So I don't know no more now. But you any Sierra Leonean we want to see a very good image of your country will be proud of the airport there. It's very, very good. So now that I don't give you now a synopsis of the airport, I just also want for you now within I seen at the airport. And this is very, very interesting. So be I wanna pay attention. When I continue for put comment at the comment section of our platform where you wanna watch it from. And we are gonna share this also to other people then because this is very, very educative. Now, having described and praised the airport, I saw something going when I been go, when I come down, I land, I see something. Me a very observant somebody. And when I all know saying, as a media person, I always they try for scan out and see what is different and what happened. It was very rainy the network we reached there. very, very rainy. So, but I was able to get some kind of experience inside. And I will tell you now, right, corruption is too much in Sierra Leone. Mother Bill say in the first corruption, I don't think say it scratch, not even scratch the corruption, that's all. Corruption is everywhere. It is going to take somebody with sacrificial mind. We not so much care about the politics of the country, but more about the interests of the country. That in will able to scratch the endemic corruption within Asalo. Immediately when I land, calm down, go through security, clean up, bring we bag. Well, actually, then get two carousel within the airport. One side, the other one on the other side. Two carousel. So we take a bag, me and me picking. Then you get for calm a little bit after I take the bag for kind of the exit. But within that exit day, you get both them way they way na they go pay. I don't know what they call an airport fee or whatever they call it, $25. Okay, I need to go pay. That is what I was going. I did tell you about when I be the camp. Okay, $25. Now they go pay. The first thing, where they meet up. They meet people that then tinap so all over the place there. I think those people are workers. And you get people that would they go meet you like try for help you. They go and they go tell you, say, hey, you they go, the ferry one left you, but we were able to help you for make you pass immigration quick for make you try for go catch the ferry. Well, what about the $25 where they're supposed to pay? Oh, don't worry, we will take care of when we go outside, we will take care of that. So that money, most of that money they, I not see people that know they pay, people, a lot of people that they pay. But some of the people they actually now the workers then now the airports way responsible for help people them. Then they escape you with what you gonna do, say, well, now forgive me that money. And now forgive me that money. Where you been waiting for, would you go pay? But within your own sense, say that was a lie. Now they survive. I'm talking about the security. Oh no, the airport fee where they don't put, they don't levy. Way now $25. They did that to me. So we reached very late. That was the last ferry. So everybody was rushing for go catch up the ferry because on the last ferry for go. If that ferry they miss you, then you get for sleep na Lungede until morning. So they did that to me. Well, I had to pay. It's $50. $50. But I very well know say that money is not going back to that place. That money is going to the manager of the airport because I believe say that's this na kind of a chain work. Just like the policeman them na streets, then traffic police them na chain work. And this is something that I saw when I was going. When I've been in the camp, I not agree for pay again, like way people in the road and cross no, I did not. Because number one, when you come, it's very difficult for me you escape that because don't you then get for give a sleep. That sleep they now they take off for go na the place na the waiting halls. So you know go pass that then checkpoint and that security and day without the sleep. Okay. So I go the only experience what I get when it comes to corruption, okay, at that time, because when we go, the night we will go, the 20th, we reach the 20th, that night day, the dollar just go down to 1,700,000 from 2,200,000. I'm talking about the government rate, 200 and some thousand to 1,700,000. Now the government raise down there. Okay, if they come down, come up, small, but here still, if you convert the leons into dollar at that day before yesterday, when at the left, if you convert that, I think it was 1 million for the $100 now, 1 million. It been 1,900,000. Okay, that's not the rate. Guess what? The guys, the way they take this money, you know how much they charge for the $50 because me $25, me picking $25. Okay. That is $50. 1,200,000. Yeah, 1,200,000. Now in the charge. So how it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be, I think, around 900,000 leons for the two people, 25, 1 million. I think now 19,000 dollar. So it's supposed to be 900,000. But then they charge, then they take 1,200,000. So in as much as, yes, indeed, they know that this is actually racketeering, they don't care. They don't give a damn. So the corruption, the level of corruption in Sierra Leone is very difficult for any one president, especially a president like Madabio, where they talk more than they do, they're not able to fight. Because, and I know they blame him. Because a corruption where every facet of society, the corruption they did, you as a president, we get 5 years term, for cafe term, now a very, very difficult battle. Very, very difficult. So it has to take collective responsibilities, not only from the government, but from the people of Sierra Leone. I'm talking about the citizens of Sierra Leone, for make we able for eliminate corruption, or not necessarily eliminate, but reduce the level of corruption as well. It's everywhere. You go on the streets, you meet corruption. Even with them thing the way they sell in the streets. And another thing where very, very interesting, where I noticed, maybe noticed that too, was it doesn't matter. Those guys in the streets where they sell, they're able to identify who you are by your face. And we where they come on at the diaspora, we na munku when we go na sal. We na munku when we go na salon. Well, what I mean, as you see, so long we don't say this one, don't say idea, like come. So you na dandogo. See whether they sell like 100,000. I said to God, they get mine for charge 400,000. See whether they sell 100,000. So you know, when you don't know, who side they begin, if you want for talk, even talk price, it is start like then 300,000. Then 250. So you only, if you really want for make sure say they not dupe you, it's very difficult actually for making not dupe you. Then they dupe you one way or the other. So that's clear. Especially if you want to buy something. You get for work out with somebody who didn't have the ground we know. Well, even get so many securities around me and be picking. So when I want to do something, I dey send. Now, day before yesterday, before we dey come, we want for buy one box, then traveling box here, the medium size. We go na Kisi Road, come all the way. Well, we go take something. So the car will go back now, the western. Now they will say, let's buy this box here. We go put other things them way, then give it. One place, the same almost same box, then charge we 400,000. We try for pay 300,000. The woman not agree. We left and we say, let we go na big market. Where would they go now? We go na big market. Okay. I tell the driver, say, okay, me know the countdown, me picking know the countdown because it seems we face, they no say we na mungu. But the moment the motorcar go park, they don't come surround the motorcar, come with the box them. You know how much they charge for the box? 1,200,000. I said to God, the box where we left na Kisi Road for 400,000, where we say that's too much. And this is not a brand new box, so now then used box the way some folks then they send for to them people them for go sell. It's a brand new box on our use box them. 1,200,000. My driver, we happen for being my cousin and my cousin. So he would gonna say, well, now because they say that makes so. Say them box we can buy them 150,000, 200,000 or something like that. Now I tell the driver, I say, well, let's go. Now the guy say, no, well, let's go. How much you want for pay? Guess what? How much we end up for pay for that box? 400,000. Bro, I did talk this for make everybody know say it is very difficult to fight corruption in Sierra Leone. Extremely difficult. No single president, the way I don't see the level of corruption in Sierra Leone, no single president we able to fight corruption. You get for be a sacrificial lamb. Forget about your second term. Okay? Forget about your second term. If you want for reduce corruption, yes, most times I think sometimes we can miss the fight against corruption in Sierra Leone. Maybe in Africa generally, is that we always look at the top side of the pyramid. We don't actually focus on the bottom side, when are the roots. Are the roots. Those people that are in the street, those farmers, those market women, those low-level office workers. If you want to fight corruption, you have to start from the bottom and you go up. If you start from the up, go down, it will be very difficult to fight corruption. Now, another thing I find out when it comes to corruption in Sierra Leone. I dey come on the comment section. I'll continue for you una comment. Another thing I find out about corruption, it's a chain work. A single person, not they be corrupt. It's a chain work, especially in Sierra Leone. You get for actually sit down and study the way they don't build the foundation of corruption. That's alone, my brother. For example, if you go to an office for something, all right, you go meet maybe the office clerk or anyone. That money where they give them, not everyone know. He get in boss, get in boss, get in boss, boss get in boss get in boss. So this money is being shared or divided by the chain to the manager or whoever is the boss. This is what is going on in Sierra Leone. And this is the way corruption is endemic in Sierra Leone. So we have a problem in Sierra Leone. And I think I've been talk about a little bit about the danger we are seeing at Sierra Leone. Was it my last broadcast? And I'm going to repeat this also. Sierra Leone is at a crossroads. I want for make every Sierra Leonean will like in country. Make you understand this. Sierra Leone politics is becoming very, very dangerous. And I will tell you for free. Not to one party, because this the kind of both parties that are practicing this dangerous game when it comes to politics in Sierra Leone. And what I mean when I say it's very dangerous, it is probably rapidly in Sierra Leone politics, where someone is identified as someone's affiliation is identified based on in region where he come out or in tribe where he come out. This is something that is getting attractive, and I see the naiveness of certain people within the diaspora, where maybe they don't know the level of toxicity where we country don't reach. And I will tell you now for free, if we, and I say we, I'm talking about every Sierra Leonean, if we Sierra Leonean not stand up and put we political affiliations aside and try for come in the middle and try for shape the country outwardly instead of we come inwardly, there will be a time when that country is going to be ungovernable. This, I'm serious. And we don't get tools them within the country today. We don't enhance the level of toxicity within the political atmosphere. That is social media. Social media, in as much as a blessing, because now you get instantaneous communication ability, but it's also a cause for Africa, Sierra Leone in particular. Social media is a cause because it is being used by, deceptive people within the political framework for manipulate, deceive, and instigate situation within the country. Now, I tell you earlier in my program say, I get for give a report of this election, and I didn't write the report. Now, two reports where I get for write based on my own opinion, my observation when I go. I get for write one report where for the public consumption for everybody, and I publish them, and that is going to be a personal opinion. Then I will write another part of the report where get for do exclusively for the APC party, which I see, and that one day it's only for the APC party because I get for put certain recommendations and all that stuff. Okay, so I send them to the leadership. They want them read them or accept them or not. But I'm gonna do that. Okay, but Meanwhile, there is a very big storm where they develop within the political spectrum, and that is manipulation, brainwashing. Yeah, I know say for people who addicted to partisan politics, they know why every waiting at the talk, but this is going to affect we very greatly the society because just look at the you know the country. We are too small, we are too small. Forget this kind of toxicity within the political arena, you know. The way the leadership, the politicians, then they use social media is very, very dangerous. And one of the things I notice a lot of people within that country then trust the diaspora very, very greatly. We within the diaspora, because mostly now we dominate my social media. But when the messages that they send to the people where they under, where we pretend to be fighting for, it is very important that we send a very sincere, truthful message where we're able to enhance the political spirit of people instead of divisive messages. I don't see in the course of this election where I don't cover, I don't see messages the way they go on social media where the people the way they send their messages there, they don't have no clue what they talk about. Maybe the person hear it, now other group, somebody say something, and it happened for this thing. That thing where somebody say, Aleka. So therefore, automatically, that particular story is the true story. And what they do? They take that story there, maybe add certain flavor in them and send them out again. And I will be ready to defend that story to the last drop of my blood. I don't even know who that sent that story, but whether the story is correct or not. This is the danger I see where social media they create within we own political environment. To be honest with you, 90%, I'm telling no, I'm serious. 90% of people that was doing on social media where they holla about this election, this election so it go this way or it go that way. 90%, you ask them, how do you know? They're not able to tell you anything. They go tell you, go down the on social media all over. Yeah. This is something that is happening. People are very quick for accept information from social media. On the 24th of June, the day for the election, an Excel comes on social media. The election been there or no? Some people then they votes, and Excel comes. We I don't know who that prepare that Excel. They send them say the following day after the votes, they send them to me. Say, okay, one of my friend send them to me, then say now the results that one day. This is very day. That Excel they come out. So one of my friends we believe in me, then send this thing to me now, say, no, this is very wrong. And yeah, it's very, very easy for me able to find out say it's wrong. Because when you look at that Excel, number one, the counting just starts, all of a sudden a full results come out. That in itself was very, very clear for say this is wrong. The second part of that Excel is okay, if we get about 3,300,000 and something registered voters, then the Excel actually puts this exact number, it divide into SLPP and APC, Madabio and Dr. Samura. It's very clear to say that was wrong information. But people took that information and spread them out. And this recent time, that same information is being attributed to new na the National Election Watch, we been bring that controversy within this within the country. This election, Marcela Samba, we na been the head of that. So I think he don't know way. I don't know, maybe they London or somewhere. They say, well, this na new the results. This they don't produce the results. New don't produce the actual results. No, new never produce the results. That Excel, somebody now in living room, sit down, he just make up this the that Excel file and wait for the election, then he just publish it. We have a lot of innocent Sierra Leoneans in the country. It's already becoming victims of the manipulations of we leaders and we politicians. And it happened for BC. Even me, some of my family members are victims. All right. Let me give you one very interesting. I know they call names so no more. But one of the people that were extremely influential in Sierra Leone when it comes to social media, na Adebayo. Very influential. Even me own people them. Even me own people them. They are victims. I drop me driver go pick me. Me sister did it. I tell you, me driver na me cousin. My sister did it. My sister into picking and then did it. Me and me picking. As we load at the multiplication no more, they come. I did to so at the company comments when I just put my comment in the comment section. As I load so no more, after me and the non greet, we in the camp, as I load so no more. Hey, they say the election are the right. So then don't postpone the election. I say, what that tell now? Oh, no, they buy up. I say, eh? Now they begin to tell me how people there, when we've been small, focus on Africa every 5 o'clock, that's alone. You see people then we get, then they put the radio station, radio, yeah. Now then veranda, people then they go sit down for listening to the Focus on Africa, BBC, right? They say Adebayo, the audios, and so people then they do in a salon. Say, eh? Oh, that next day me talk to for try for pull me people then from that kind of useless mentality. They not agree. Eh? They not agree. I say, oh my God. So we're gonna host, go sit down. The following morning, well, now they begin digging exactly what's in the go on na salon. Dude, our people are vulnerable. They are vulnerable. They believe on social media too much. Believe. And that brings me to the mistakes where the APC party do. Very big. I got to put another report. I'm just trying to summarize some of them here. The one of the biggest way that I say fatal mistake where the APC do for this election we party leadership, they're not been get steady mind about this election. I'll tell you now this particular template, right? This platform, not also. They're not been get steady minds. To boycott, not to boycott. This boycott, not today start to. The boycott was something that was discussed very, very detailed before the elections. When I remember when we party an ultimatum for say, well, if the ECSL not do XYZ, the APC party not take part in the election, and then demand one of them and then for make them postpone the election. And the danger here is they knew that was not going to happen, but in any case, they put on a public. And the supporters of APC, now people the way believe in the APC leadership, for say anything with them talk, they mean and what they mean and then talk. So the same thing. 4 days to election. 4 damn days to election. A huge political party like the APC tell people then say the election is going to be postponed. I tell you, I go during the what they call the voting, goes some polling station around. There were people who been believe say the election was going to be postponed, especially in Africa. Okay, and when I go now then police station and there, you go see some people them because they may not get this perception say the election was going to be postponed. You know, they left outside the register. So when the election come in, those people they want to go vote now the polling station where they not register. They're not agree for letting people then they vote. And this not a 1, 2, 3 incident. It was all over. You know, it was all over. I talked to some of them people then they. In fact, one guy from on our upline, he not know say the election was going to take place because then King Adebayo don't pull out an audio say the election is going to be postponed, supported by the APC party leadership. So he left. They say the election get for take place. He don't already did in Freetown. So I go meet now one of the polling stations them in Freetown where they not agree for make a vote because not today register. These are some of the petty things, some of the petty blunders the way we APC party do, where it contributes greatly, especially in Freetown, for confused people then. And I know want for touch about whether the election was rigged as other people then they talk. I don't want for touch about that yet. I will tell you now. I said they put a detailed personal opinion about all those type of things based on waiting I see and observe. So this was one of the major things where I see where I realize we leaders that they make a big blunder. They not go tell you now this. Nobody not go tell you now this. Now only Dr. Mankota get the mind for Tinap. Yeah, the talker. These are some of the things we I get for putting out the report. When you say you fight politics, you contest for election in Africa, Sierra Leone in particular. Number one, you get forget a steady mind. Okay. The last thing what you want for doing is for put you supporters them into this chaotic situation. Today you say, okay, we know they do this. Tomorrow you say, oh, they do them. You know. And if you say something, it takes time for make information flow around the country. Yes, a lot of people then get smartphone, but majority of the people then now they're ordinary phones here, with not a smartphone and get. So when you send out a press release or statement, maybe 2-3 days, it don't generate all over because people then don't begin to discuss some in a wide way. Then if you come, you can't change that story then. Again, for take time for make the new story come back, for make it go across the board. Now, in cause the APC party a lot of headache on this election year. And I tell you now, I have a lot of things to say. Yeah, today you very one or two people that say they don't agree. This will not agree. Will they boycott the election? Will they boycott parliament? All kind them bullshit them way. Some of them people in the talk. You see what make me heart warm? Because as she say, we leaders them, then they take advantage of the love way we people then get for the APC party. And just like what I talk couple broadcasting ago in a salon, if you see somebody say, I want for make you lead me, it is not because you get blessing past that person there, or them people than there, or you get better education past them people than there, or you get boku money past them people than there, or you find past them people than there. No. You know why people then they give leadership for make you lead them? Now because they trust you. They believe in you. They believe say they use them. They manipulate them. That's what I believe. That's why people give leadership to people. Also because of finance or education or lessons and all those type of things. So the last thing we may expect is for you as a leader, for make you turn back and manipulate the innocence of them people then they. The trust, you betray the trust where them people they didn't you. Just because you make blunder and now you are using the same innocent victims for make you try for make up the blunder where you blunder. I have to say a lot about it, but I did just give you a synopsis right now. Okay, that's now one of the biggest problems. A lot of problems. So, with APC party leadership, would they follow them? Would they be in them? Because we call them leaders, not so. Now, in the lead, the members follow. So, we they follow them. Even this boycott, we follow the boycott. Well, some of we will not agree with the boycotts. Me in particular, I don't tell them I not agree with this boycott because I don't see no sense for this boycott. Nothing, absolutely. Please ask any person who is a proponent of this boycott. What are the benefits to APC? You know what the only solution where they talk? Oh, no one for legitimize this government because they're rogue. That is the only excuse where will people that will leaders then get. Okay. Well, the people don't vote for you for making you legitimize a government. The people voted for you for making you represent them. And in a democratic system, they fight for democracy by running away. This is not the way you fight democracy for. You fight by staying, irrespective of what's the situation. You stay. So I was hoping that we leaders that then will get steady minds and say, irrespective of what you would think about this election, we are going to be there and fight for the interests of this party and this country. I spoke to Mohamed Bangura. Some of you listening the broadcast. Mohamed Bangura is the black sheep of the family right now. Not the black sheep of the family. He's the most hated person right now within the APC party. But the APC party leadership gets a problem. Let me just put this thing quick here. So, the APC party leadership gets a big problem right now. Mohamed Bangura is now a thorn and in the throats of the leadership of the APC party. They don't right now. The APC party don't know it how for do waiting for do with Mohamed Bangola. They don't know it. When I been the camp, Nami and Akisoya travel. Yeah, Nami and travel. This time we cancel. Same plane. Say we can scatter na Brussels. Okay. The APC party right now, the boycott is already there, and they are going to insist for saying the right decision. And a lot of people are then get for support them, no doubt. Well, with the hope by God's power, this is not the best decision. And I'm willing to come back and say I was wrong. I have done that so many times within the cause of my affiliation with the APC party. For say I'm not afraid. For say yes, I was wrong. Some of you know me when I know say yes. I'm not big, but I believe say this was the wrong decision in my own opinion, and not to me no more. Not to me no more. Even some people within the leadership of the APC party, I am telling you, I'm talking to people. They are afraid. They are afraid. Because what happened? The chairman, when Minkalu Mansari threatened people, especially those MPs, threatened them. He threatened them. The only person when we get the mind for come out and say, no, I will not do this, no, Mohamed Bangola. But not to foresee everybody now, them 54 people, then they actually happy with this decision, but they have no way to do because they are afraid that if they don't comply, they are going to be kicked out of the party. And some of them, they're not getting no side for go by the APC. Mohamed Bangola, before he be APC, he was PMDC. From PMDC, he formed his own party in a UDM. Then later he can join the APC party. But those people, they don't have anywhere to go, no other way, so they are afraid. But not of us say they're happy, they're not happy. Minkalu Mansari threatening them, say anyone we. I don't know why we leaders they always let threats, especially for do the wrong thing. If not the right thing we did, we don't need for threatening people. If not the right thing, any leader will let for threatening people, you know, say in a guilty conscience, not to the right thing to do. If you do the right thing, people will follow you. So there is no need for threats. But they threaten those guys, and they have to follow. Now, this thing not happen. And the other thing now, right now, the manipulation, when they go around and try for confuse with people, and then say in 6 months' time, there's going to be election. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, whether you believe me or not, the election is over. Let's focus on how for rebuild our own party for the 2028 election. We missed this one big time. Big time. So anybody, any leader where they come and tell you, say, we are the election is going to be redo in 6 months. We are not buying into that. It's not going to happen. And me frustration now that we don't finally boycott this, the frustration now is the innocent people that will vote for the APC party. Okay? Imagine you vote for the APC party candidates now constituency 001. An example. Another one they una don't vote for. Well, una vote for the party, but at the end of the day, let explain you now. Actually, this election will happen. A lot of people they don't understand. Okay, we know say now a block system wherein then vote for the party, but within the party, you get for submit a list, and within that list, the first people now the any of them list then they actually be the candidates. So then people then they are the people that we get for go campaign, and what happen within the APC party this past election. The APC party not get enough money. Okay, so what did then do? Then give symbols to them people there. Them people then actually use their own money for campaign at the different constituencies then we then get for represent. And based on then campaign then the people voted for. Okay, yes, they vote for the APC, but now because constituency 001 then people they know say candidate Mr. X waiting at the list, the first person at the list of the APC party, now in therefore be the member of parliament. Technically speaking, the people, even though they vote for the party, but the people voted for the candidates, the member of parliament, where they get for another constituency. Then now that we don't do from one blunder to another, this is another big blunder. Let's say like we don't boycott so first. I don't know how this get for happen. So we're still monitoring the situation. I hope say the SLPP party will sit down and say, you know what, for the sake of the interest of the party, we want for Launa come back for we can't take oath. Let us sit down and discuss things where we're able to satisfy everybody. But I doubt it because looking at the enthusiasm of the SLPP, especially the one that we not being win now we stronghold, then the potential is they are going to be our members of parliament. Example now, McKinney, example, they voted for the APC party candidates, and now an SLPP candidate where they not vote for is going to represent them. Maybe that candidate will not even get interest, but because of the blunders of young people, then is going to be the representative. What happened? I don't know. Maybe he will do a better job, or he don't care because nobody voted for him. This is the implication. These are some of the implications them way some of we don't see long time ago and say no, this is a bad idea. Some people then say, well, we no want for go what they call because at the end of the day, the APC party is only 54 seats versus 81 seats the SLPP. Yeah, it's true. So therefore, it doesn't matter whether we did it or no did it. This is not the way you play politics. This is not the way democracy is meant to be. It's not. I buy one book because now the TPN forum, there was this argument about this boycott, no boycott, where people there in their own instances or their own examples is 54 against 81, so then can pass anything, whether we did or not did it, so we'll not we will call again. So we'll not get no influence. For some of Funawe, been there during the WAEC, West African Examination Certificate or whatever you call it, on council exams. We will be in the seat. I don't know if one of the subjects they call on government, right? Government. Some of we being they do internet day. One of the books we will be used in the government. Then na a book written by Oladipo H.B. Venn. Then call it Essentials of Government for O-level examination. So I buy them. I can get one of my my brother, my younger brother, where at CC he gets kind of an interest in politics, but understand the ins and outs of politics yet. So I will learn on that book. They don't count with them. I buy na ferry, where I see them. So I learn them. A lot of people they don't know say there are so many committees within parliament where the minority gets influence for shape and make or even break some of them bills here. You get the base committee, you get this committee, you get that committee, you get all them committees here are comprises of every party we represented in the parliament, then get representation in there. So it is not like all or nothing. Minority gets influence too. In 2002, as I tell you now 3 days ago, in 2002, the SLPP been get super majority more than this majority where they get so. Super majority. They get 83 seats out of the 112 seats. 83. Okay. So just imagine. Then compare that to now, then get 81 seats out of the 100 and is it 35? 135. Well, I'm not counting the 14 chiefs them we represent. So 135 plus 14, maybe 100 and almost 150. Let's just say 150 seats. So you see, this particular parliament is less when it comes to supermajority of the SLPP than in 2002. But what happened in 2002? They worked amicably. The purpose of parliament is not necessarily all the time to go compete in terms of divided people or trying for cause mayhem within. The purpose is for make them the political party who represented they're able to work out things so that it will be kind of a general process where the people of Sierra Leone will able to benefit from. You're not going to parliament for go fetch you, brother SLPP representative or APC representative. You go there for una go collaborate. It's collaboration. Okay. But we get so many excuses about this boycott. And I hope say the leadership do the right thing. But I strongly believe say they did the wrong thing, but who knows? Now let me go to the comment section, okay? Let me start from the beginning here. I sure so say good evening. We miss you the other day. You are a brilliant man. Your analysis is factual, truthful, and balanced. Thank you very much, Mr. Saw. Thank you very much. Well, it's kind of a template. I want for bill for we all Sierra Leoneans, so that we go able to use them for the benefit of the country. If we all just focus on with partisan politics, nobody is going to benefit because politics in Sierra Leone is all about deception. Everybody, you know, for talk to, you know, for what they call, because if you talk to, that means you're not a politician, you're not a diplomat. Well, I want to change that, and that make this platform is specifically created for that. Okay. All right. Now, Fatmata Ediato, welcome back home, Dr. Mankota. Thank you very much, my daughter. I really appreciate that. Sure, so we are proud of the airport, but we have a foreign entity running the airport. Hence, we lost our sovereignty that way. Let's try to fund our own security. Yeah, that is very, very great, my brother. And I don't get problem with those people running the airport. To be honest with you, the experience where I get, in fact, when you go for go board, the plane, then they search you, and they search you. So for say bye, you know, the security is very great. There are about two times where they search you or something like that. So the security is too great. For the fact that foreigners are actually operating the airport, well, that is the contract the government and the Suma Group or the Turkish company they make. So we have to live with that. Even if now the Mamama airport, that would have been the same thing. Those people build, operate, and transfer. So 25 years. Let's see what happened. But I'm also proud of the airport, like I said. Shasson say, do you think it is necessary to have 63 ministry appointments for a country with 7.5 million people? We are unable to take care of our government. Why so many? Why not consolidate to under 10? Yeah, you see, my brother, This is the problem with African politics. You know, that if not true, I not being able for monitor exact. I know say they know they appoint some. You're talking about both the ministers and the deputy ministers, right? Now in make up 63. I don't know. So even at that, it's too much for a country like Sierra Leone, where we're not able to pay with teachers them good salary. Then we will get 10 kind bloated number, yeah, and the ministry, if that is true. Why? How we call her compensatory appointment. Now, compensatory appointment. Now that make the election of Madabio is not going to change much. In fact, it's going to be worse for the country because them people that they tell them people that way them put so. Everybody is trying to get part of the cake because I know say these are the last chance for them. If they not succeed this time, that's it. So a second term of any leader is always not too much productive. It happened with Anes Baikoroma. It happened with Kaba. And I believe say it's going to happen with Madabio. Because these people are going to engage in so many racketeering. Corruption is endemic and it is a fabric of our society. It's rampant. It's rampant and it's rooted for the fact that we normalize it. We normalize corruption. And what I find out is people get job in Sierra Leone. I'm not talking about international job. I'm talking about domestic job in Sierra Leone, not because of the salary, the basic salary. It's about what they call the mass. And what that means, mass is just corruption. That's all. Fatmata Adia to Kamara. It is true they did the same thing to me. I had to be going around with my brother if I want to buy something. Oh yeah. Then she say we na munkuna salon. So then they pass them away. That's something we I tell you. That's all. If you not go with somebody we know, very simple. They knock you down. We need love. It is already dangerous. It is not getting. Or you're talking about the country, the politics in Catalonia, it's getting too dangerous, and we are heading towards a regional-based politics, way very, very dangerous. Regional-based politics now, a politics where they lead you to tribal conflict, or tribal hegemony, because it depends which tribe where they will dominate, So we need to change that. How we will change that now me and you get for doing. Why? For make sure say those politicians we want for divide we into tribes and region, we will succeed. And sometimes it takes you for make you get a little bit of sacrifice against your own party for make that happen. Mata Bangura is watching from London. Well, thank you very much, Mata Bangura. I really appreciate that. All right, Famata Adia too. That's right. I just got off the phone with my brother's wife about the same issue. Oh yeah. Corruption is very, very ripe in Sierra Leone. Let nobody not tell you lie. It will be very difficult for fight corruption in Sierra Leone. You get for take and that make Madabio not go able to fight corruption. When Madabio kind of power, he had an opportunity for bring the country together so that the country will help him fight corruption. But it came with division in the first instance, so it destroyed the chances of fighting corruption. So he's not able to succeed this time around. He can't, unfortunately. Sam Fatawali, Mohamed Bangura said he knows he's right. Secondly, the APC leaders are afraid to tell the public the truth that election is over. Let's say the truth. Yeah, I agree with you. And let me tell you about the conundrum way done there now within the APC party. Maybe the other members of parliament who have been afraid, probably by this time they don't realize maybe they make a big mistake. The future of Mohamed Bangoura in the parliament does not lie in the hands of the APC leadership at this time. It's not. And Mohamed Bangoura know about that. He's not afraid. Because say you can expel them, but when you expel somebody from your party, the Speaker of Parliament therefore endorse that expulsion there and agree for make the expel in the Parliament. It don't happen. Salamina for C4C. The last session of Parliament, the 5th session of Parliament, in party expeller. But Abbas Bundu not agree because he not endorse the expulsion, so they're not pull on the Parliament. Till we the Parliament close. Lamina didn't Parliament. Now I think he go to Parliament as a member of the SLPP. So you see, my member know about this because you can able for expel na the party, but you not able to expel na Parliament. Right now, we don't take oath. So if a feature in the Parliament lies with the Speaker of Parliament, and I'm not sure if Abbas Bundu go endorse the expulsion by the APC. So right now, Naina the minority leader. All the committees them, Mohamed Bangoura, he did it at this time. All the committees them, a lot of committees. It's what to now. The Foreign Relations Committee, Mohamed Bangoura did it. The Finance Committee, Mohamed Bangoura did it. The Interior, a lot of committees, he did it. So now what thing get for happen? Mohamed Bangoura get for cashing a lot because to be honest with Una, Parliament is all about deals and projects and all those type of things. Those are the things that make parliaments make them enjoy the life of Parliament. So imagine this person deep and all the committees here. So if Finance Committee gets a deal, Mohamed Bangoura and you share the camp, the Interior, the other projects, them everything, all the good and college. So Mohamed Bangoura therefore can be a millionaire. So, well, I know they blame the other parliamentarians, then they just they follow the party, and I don't think say them may no say, well, maybe they know they could talk so no more. They have nowhere to go. So, Mohamed Bangoura now he gets so many ways. Well, interview he hints something with a lot of the viewers then probably then catch or maybe they're not being catch that way then call it. He say Dr. Mankota. If the APC here say Mohamed Bangoura don't do things, make them not surprised. Things like what? Leaving the party, going to another party. I don't know. But he's hinting that if this is continued, it's going to. And the other thing is, he say, I listened to the interview, right, with IRM. He say the party not get the mandates for take that decision for boycott because NAC, the number where they make a quorum, not be seats. Now kind of a dictation where the chairman and a few folks they just sit down and make. So therefore, they don't get the authority. He challenged them. He challenged the leadership. Challenge them. So I don't know if the leadership will go ahead and go to court. Well, the leadership now will go to court. You see, everything, the more you think about this, the more you find it very ridiculous. Now, what happened if the leadership the party want for expel Mohamed Bangoura and Mohamed Bangoura still in the parliament, and they want for go the other route, then they go to court because they say they don't trust the court. Another very stupid attempt by William advisors there. Very, very stupid. The court is the last line of defense. Even this rumor when they go and pass with say, or in 6 months time then get for do another election. Nobody not be able for other election at this time. The election is over. But let's say the APC be wants an election. You know the only organs were able to do that? The courts, the Supreme Court. Now get right now, get the power for make them nullify this election and call for a new election within whatever time frame time frame they want. But now we don't kick the court say they're not truthful, they're not sincere, they're not neutral, so we know they go to court. So we just shut the doors them, we been left open for we. It's very, very funny. My brother, I just wanted to ask you, it is for the people to come outside to protest against this new government. After the election is over, let tell the APC party to stop this behavior. This is not the way to fight for the people of Sierra Leone. Well, protest is part of the fundamental principle of democracy. People should be given the right to peacefully, and this now underline keyword, peacefully, for protests, okay? Then get the opportunity for do that. But protest for what? Protest for what? Protest for what? What do you make you want protest for? What do you want to make the people then come on our street for protest for? Oh yeah, because they rigged the election. Well, how you know see they rigged the election? How? Because when you make a claim, you must have already got evidence for that, not so. You see, some of the people that were innocent, we left with the APC party, we just want to follow with leaders then. These leaders are taking advantage of those people. They do. Okay, you say they rigged the election. Fine. The election is rigged. How? Well, the international community talk about irregularities. That's true. That's true. And I know they shy away from CS. Well, what is irregularity? Sometimes the way you define irregularity is different from the way me define irregularity. When you say irregularities, it just means it is not done in the normal way, in the regular way. So you see, the Israel community folks, they're highly trained for some of them. Diplomatic words are way confusing to the ordinary people there. See? Very, very confusing. So if you now, you see them, you not get that understanding there, the international community say, oh, irregularity or transparency. Because now these are some of the words that some of the international community use. Transparency, irregularities, you know. But what's not transparency? Transparency just means saying you do things where people are not knowing or witnessing what you do. Okay? Could be that you read. Could be that no, just do the normal way. So there are so many definitions and counter definitions of some of them words here, depending on the level of understanding. Okay? But if the APC party believe for say yes, these elections are rigged, as a lot of people then they claim, why don't you just produce the results where you get? I have said this. I call some of the members of the APC, we in the committee for what they call the election. Talk to some of them. All right, if you guys are afraid to publish the results, if we not get any result, send that to me. Send that to me, I will publish it. I don't have any problem with that. Because I know say, yes, indeed, the ban where them put for say only ECSL get the authority for pronounced results is already lifted because the ECSL already don't pronounce their own results, they not announce them. So that one they no apply again. So why don't you just release it so that your supporters then go back you up? But you want to make your supporters then back you for say yes, indeed the election is rigged without giving them evidence. Yeah, a lot of people that then go follow you. But any smart person where know himself or very patriotic will say, okay, yes, I believe that, but let me have the evidence so that I will get very good weapons for hatred. But no, we see no they release the results. Then say, oh, okay, go to court so that the court go able to see the results. If you know they release them publicly, you say no, you don't trust the court. Then now, what do you want for make we do as a party members? What do you want? Do you guys want us to do? For make we say no more, yeah, oh yeah, we go around social media. They don't read this election, they don't read this election. When they go ask me, Dr. Mankota, how you know say they read the election? Oh, we party leadership say so. Where is the evidence? I'm gonna look stupid. Just like a lot of people there right now, they look stupid. I'm not saying the election is not rigged, but you can give us the evidence. Give me the evidence where we will be able to hold our hand and say, yes, here is the evidence. Me no say the election was won not necessarily during the voting. This election was won long before people that even go to the polls for go vote. I know that. I say that here in my program, right? Many times. So I know. So when I come out and tell you something, I'm not just like anybody, dumb, just because I want for get fame or something. No. I'm not looking for fame. Okay. She also say, yes, both the ministers and assistant ministry, 17 ministries, some overlap. Let's bring it down to 10. Yeah, the nepotism too big, hence the pool for corruption becomes bigger. Yeah, I don't know why. The only thing here where I see Madabi they do right now is compensatory democracy. Now they do. Would I support them? I get for compensator. Now they try for do so, and they help the country. Right now, people are suffering. So why they can't bloat the government? Which you defend? All those people you have to pay them. You know. Anyway, it's very very sad. Salon, yeah, I don't know, but we'll not get good leaders in it. Abdurrahman Sifod, that regional-based politics is brought by the APC party because of the audios of the so-called Adebayo and others. Well, it's going to be in my reports. Why? Probably at the title, why we lost. Why we lost. That's one of the subtitles in my report. Okay? So I will talk in details on this particular issue we raised up. So Abdurrahman Sifod. Sure, so with your experience, how do you encourage the diaspora to engage and be part of the solution? Thank you very much, Mr. So. This is very, very important. This is a very brilliant question. And I have been answering this question for many years now. As recently as fortnight ago. You see, yes, I know say those folks back home, most of it they're not like we when it comes to participatory democracy. They're not like we. They like money, but they're not like we. I know that. And we self contribute to the hatred because just imagine the kind of nonsense we would spew na social media every single day. And most of the nonsense they come up from the diaspora. Why don't we be a template, an icon, some kind of a role model, so that we'll be able to teach those over there for say, okay, where we live, this is how it is done. This is how the democracy is. We try for help them forget a better democracy instead of become the instigators of violence and chaos, tribalism, nepotism, and regionalism. We have to try for modify we behavior if we want for make will be part of the solution. Right now, we are part of the problem. But if we able for modify we attitude and try for focus on how we go able, instead of focusing on this mami calls or whatever, all those type of things, we go able help. We go able for be part of the solution. But the way I see right now, we are part of the problem. Mata Bangura, God bless you, sir. Thank you very much, my sister. Fatmata Adiato. One thing that bothers me is the people that are educated in Sierra Leone are the ones spreading the misinformation, and then the other follows them. So I think this is the reason why Sierra Leone will always have this issue. I am always praying for peace. Thank you very much, Adiato. You see, I just talk about that. Most of the misinformation, it come up from, most of them, it come up from two sources: the politicians and the salon, the armchair analysts them like the social media, who are they call social media nights. Now we spew the misinformation and it generates like fire. And we feel happy. We enjoy them. And this is going to continue, unfortunately, because this tool we call social media, we don't get so. It's very difficult for make we able for use in a very beneficial way for the country. Sure, so since the party APC listening to you periodically, could you please ask them to release the data they have? I have done so many times from the very day where they announced the results, where APC party say the election was rigged. That was my internal and public consultation with the APC folks. Was a in fact, I was probably the first one. We give them two options solution. Take the results where you get gonna the court for go through, so that the court will able to intervene and look at the results where you get. Since we leaders and don't tell we say not to the results where then get the new results. So the second option was release it to the public, so that the media outlets that then were able for share just like waiting new Bindu. So and send out to people like we, so the members, and we're very influential when it comes to the media, who will release them for the APC party. Then promise for send them to me. It don't pass 1.5 weeks. I not receive nothing. So these are some of the things, my brother. Is it? Yeah. Kajaliu Bam. During the election, we saw armed men intimidate and kill innocent people around the country. However, no one condemned this group. All the of order from the above. Okay, all the orders from above. Yes, people are calling on the opposition party to return to parliament instead of speaking truth. If there is no peace and justice, no development will take place. First of all, Kajaliu, thank you very much. Kajaliu, thank you very much for your contribution. First of all, I want to make them very clear. Because whoever based in your political success on violence will end up in violence. That's number one. And I heard some folks from the SLPP, they try to make excuses about the intimidation wave when they go on the southeast. They say, oh, well, the people them spontaneous reactions on the audios the way Adebayo and other people them, the APC party, the rhetoric where the APC party been hold them call against the southeast. Well, I don't think say that is an excuse in the first place. It's not an excuse. So first, we'll be able to learn from this. Sierra Leone is one. And if we want a national election, every candidate, doesn't matter whose candidate, whose party way he belongs, must be given full access to any part of the country. You know, they go block one candidate for say, oh, now because of XYZ, that make you block them. No, no, no. That is not the way things work. Okay? Very, very bad. So I agree with you on that side. Okay? Now, Michael Coker, APC is Donald Trump on steroid. Welcome back, doctor. Thank you very much, Michael. Mohammed Mitch Masakoy. If APC want to win an election, they need to stay away from fake propaganda and tribal rhetoric. Yeah, you can't win election with just your own stronghold. How many times we don't discuss this now this platform? Trillion times. You cannot. But the result, the report, I will continue for talk more every time about this in the next few months or so. But when I look at the results, what happened? 100%, which have been telling and I happen. 100%. 100%. All the prediction I make it happen. I tell them, I say, the SLPP, if you not be careful, will not stop the too much infighting and focus on how we able for spread, we influence across the country. We are going to be in a very dangerous situation, a disaster for the APC party. And I predict, say, the SLPP party may probably bring the minimum 30%, not enough. 30%. Well, now go check the results. Now go check the results. Forget about rigging, no rigging for now. Let's just focus on the basic stuff then. Prediction we have been given. 100% which I predict may happen. So then can people there and the people the way when I actually for they listen to. When I listen to them. I like you not like them. You don't need for like me for make you will benefit from me on wisdom. I don't need for like you for make a benefit from your own wisdom. This is how the world works. You know, you learn from other people, or you learn the hard way from your own experience. Which one? Anyway, we'll talk about this more. Now we'll go to okay. If APC want to the same thing, right? I think you send to time. Ngojo Kamara. I think this is the most educative program I have viewed from an opposition platform. I like normally say this current APC administration lack professionalism in all aspects. It needs urgent reforms before the party die out. The party not get for die. As long as people like Wisode and other very, very powerful people that within the APC party we are going through turbulence. All right, so the storm will settle down by God's power. Okay, Michael Coker, everyone except for the delusional APC supporters know we are going to lose. Rigged lower level election, lack of campaign structure, Adebayo threatening to kill the Southeasterners, and a terrible flag bearer are some of the reasons. Sure, sir. Please, sir, create your own party. No, I can't. A lot of us believe in you. The diaspora and talk. The right they enjoy in the West. The same people will deny those same rights to our people in our country. Yeah, and that is the unfortunate part. We enjoy the basic rights here, but we try for influence bad behavior in our salon. We say we did not the diaspora. Very, very unfortunate. Dane Yumba, first in the history of our country that a political party will encourage its supporters to rain curses, abusive language on its citizens. The elders are complacent. They cannot say a word to them. Let them go back and reassess themselves and see where they went astray. That is going to be our focus right now. I know say these boycotts don't complicate more, and I've been predicting that the TPN say if this boycott continues for 6 months or more, the APC party is going back to a civil war. I'm not saying this lightly, but the start of the civil war, according to what I predict now, the TPN platform, is going to be finger pointing. Yep. I just hope if that is inevitable, make it come sooner than later. Because like what happened the last time, we ended up not preparing for the election because we were focusing on civil war within the party. Hopefully, if the civil war is inevitable, it has to come earlier so that we get over it and try for reform of party. Michael Coker, APC need to listen to Mohamed Bangura. Well, not to Mohamed Bangura no more. APC need to listen to voices of reasoning. Okay? They need for listening to the voices of reasoning. These are bootlicking, type of people within the APC party are the loudest, but the most dumb people them at the party where they're not able to forgive any good solution towards the party. Sure, so based on your understanding of the Information Act, do you as the media have standing to request the election data from ECSL? I already get the election data, actually. I get them. I get the election data. I don't know if you've been watching me during the election. I pull out. I get everything. So I don't need for a request. Which I not get is the APC, the own data, and I not get. I even get new their own data. And I discussed on that lengthily, especially new their own data. I compare that with ECSL, their own data. And I come up with a very cogent explanation why I believe say new is a pass. Not to any serious organization nowadays. They mess up bad. I get them data then. Now the APC data not gets no more. And I am waiting for that because I want for fights, I want for talk loud, but waiting I get and waiting APC gets, I don't know whether they're similar or they contradict. Probably they contradict actually, but I wait for them. If they give me, and that's fine. Ndane Yombo, they will not. All they know is by force. Well, if the APC party leadership, I'm not sure they are going to release the data. I'm not sure. As time they go, the more people they become disinterested, and the APC party leadership are praying for this so that everything just die out. Like say nothing not ever happen. Everybody go about their own business. The 54 members of parliament will not go quietly. I'm telling you now. Some of them right now feel somehow betrayed, or they feel disappointed because the one way get the bold mind and stand up and say, no, I am going to parliament and take the oath. Right now, they're not able to do as of now, they're not able to do nothing yet. So some of them don't begin realize, why didn't I actually do this also? Well, we shall see. That then first the therefore begin point fingers. Okay. Dane Yomba. They not get that if they get self, then go doctor. Well, the data influences is becoming less and less influential because the more we sleep, the more we get disinterested. So who knows? From your objective view of election, who won? All right, come on. I know. Go nami channel. I already don't see what I get for sale based on ECSL. But personally, I still do it. me party for give me something. I know would that win. And at the time now one thing, we very clear. This election not go a runoff. Anybody will tell you say it go a runoff, they don't like you. New now, I don't know what happened with New. Yeah, Marcela Samba. I don't know. You cannot take 747 polling station, a small polling station there, out of 12,000 polling station, and determine say now this na get for happen. No, they mess up. They make correction. Actually, a lot of people they don't know say New actually make correction. Now people like we within at the media now we know no more. You know what they do? Then go take the ECSL data, then just dump it into their own data. And when you look now the own data with ECSL, it's identical. Manipulation is too much, you know. So who knows? All right. Heaven OC Sole. Some of you people are just too dishonest. Why can't you be honest for the sake of your conscience? You are talking out of context of the APC. What is happening in Sierra Leone is not about APC. It is about what will affect our generation. Sierra Leone, please let us be honest. And our elders are so full with lack of integrity. Why are you confusing yourself and the people of this country pretending to be what you are not? God save us. Well, first of all, thank you very much. I don't know if now somebody within the group they talk about, but let's say you're talking about the elders people, the elderly people, because I see when you say they lack integrity. Unfortunately, my brother, I agree with you. I agree with you because I was there. I was there in Sierra Leone and I saw. And I'm not just go sit down. I spent my own money. Probably not the only diaspora platform we accredited by ECSL for they and then offices, regional offices for collect data independently of ECSL or any other source. I think I am the only person. Second time in a row. In 2018, the same thing. In 2023, the same thing. The only person we get their ability independently, forget accreditation from ECSL and put agents there to collect data for me. We have been published during the broadcast. Okay. So people like we, so when we say something, we have the evidence in our hand. Okay, we have that. We have the evidence. But I'm still waiting for my party for make them do the right thing. I was disappointed actually with this boycott. There are so many ways we will reflect this, so many ways. But we block all the rules then they, and we not left no other alternative that the dumbest option I we take. But hey, they are our leaders. We follow them. We have to follow. All right, Ndane Yomba, thank you, sir. This is the first time I have heard a genuine Sierra Leonean saying the truth about the election. God bless you. Sure, sir. Can we call in to engage? Oh, yeah. Let me give you the number. That's the number. 480-409-4001. If you want to engage me by phone, that's the number. Okay. 480-409-4001. We're able to engage me. And I will be able to talk to you. Okay. All right. Let me go back to. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
Very well, sir. How are you?
I am doing great. Thank you very much for calling. And if una would listen, do you if the caller is clear, do you una give thumbs up in the comment section so that I know say yes the caller it clear na me on side now, yeah. But before I've been going to salon, the Skype been get a little bit of hiccup with me sometimes ago. Yeah. What's your name?
Well, let me just say concerned citizen.
Okay, concerned citizen. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Let me stay with that. You are a very brilliant man.
Okay,
And,
thank you.
not just a brilliant man, but a very clear and balanced and truthful.
Mhm.
And I wish we had people like you in leadership in our country.
Amen.
Just from my own objective view, why I don't work you for the last month.
Okay.
And I saw your analysis with the election, which was so awesome. I like the way you break them down. Even after you break down, I'm still confused about who that win this election because everybody get a new result,
Mhm.
right? And we don't know. For me, up to today, I'm still somewhat in a gray area about this election.
Yeah.
The international community is speak diplomatic war.
Mhm.
I live in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
I know diplomatic war. So then they're speaking code. And of course, they have to work the word they wouldn't say. That's how things work. And even the State Department president,
Yeah.
that they wouldn't do. If you look at the word they wouldn't use there, it's very, very careful. To me, it sounds like they have moved on. If you look at the end of it,
All right, hold on, yeah. Michael Coker, I think saying na your phone because me the list I see my phone where I wouldn't call for monitor the conversation. I read the man clearly and Daniel Yomba also the hear and clearly. So maybe your connection I not look good. So maybe you can check your connection. Go ahead, concerned citizen. Complete. Let me go to the next person.
I've lost all my thoughts.
Oh, you're talking about the diplomatic American embassy or something. Their statement.
Yeah, if you look at the statement yesterday with your wife, to work, especially the first end of the first paragraph,
Mhm.
very, the word wouldn't use there is, to me, one of the key words there is recommendation.
Yeah.
And to me, that recommendation for future election.
For future election,
like,
yeah.
Yes. So it sounds like this APC hope, and hope is not a strategy.
Mhm.
And as you would even say from beginning, they would be 100% and believe the APC for we don't go on a court.
Yep.
Without you going to your court and exhausting your own judicial system, the international community may take it serious, the noble follow you.
Yeah. And that's the unfortunate part. Thank you very much for that. Then we go to if you want to stay, you can stay, but let me go to the number with 980-777-6516. Yeah, and for just if you want to pronounce your name and say what you want to say. Go ahead. Concern season, they are now for can very close to to your phone. You stand next to a little bit far. Hello. Okay, yeah, it's better. Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
Yeah, before commencing, which is very, very educating.
Mhm.
And I just watch one person along with the with not about APC about Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone, yeah.
You know, born and raised in Sierra Leone. The politics has been the same from the one.
Yeah.
That is the unfortunate side. Maybe whenever see beautiful politics, what frustrated person.
Yeah.
I believe to all of the things around the way, we cannot be the line of how to get the best of politics. As you say,
And say it sound not look a little bit clear according to the viewer the viewers, and say you sound not look clear. And this self the way and if people like say you are talking on either a Bluetooth or something, or not too good.
hello?
Yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah, I mean they hear you, but you sound look a little bit poor. Are you talking on Bluetooth or something? From the phone, okay. All right. Okay, all right. Me they hear you a little bit, but I think some people then say the sound not look good. But go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So as I was saying, we know the best is very important. Like know the better politics we at least the majority of the country will be satisfied with, you know, because they see that the majority always carry the vote. If the majority is satisfied with that, then we will convince the minority well all at the same time. The division where the audibles Congress is, well, they might don't hand it to the first and no like the second. But as a always say, be careful of the all the bigger means.
Yeah.
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 Then if nothing happens, then we can look for another part. You know. But the other side again, when we look on how the law exhaust and legal means then, we can to this particular case, which will be not happy before.
Yeah.
Now it don't can happen. What will happen again? You know, I always say one thing that the country right now, all we look is how problem. But now we see how people will look is how we don't jam with it. It's how we jam with it. And the key person. That may be style way they don't count, but it's like they just silent, just like we back in the days of the smell, the way to fire, go them to the first, they also start, we escape from it. They left them to the first now. Now, sure, don't look at it. Look, we don't think that it's thing whereby we don't ask the one the way conduct the election. They make it nothing. And go, and I tell you to a big brother, until the truth comes out, things to make it ever be seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sierra Leone in particular, until you stand up, even I'm not sure what are the benefits. If I the benefit anything from you, I never say the truth.
Yeah.
I just would say the hard truth is that government is the truth. Then you also say that the one to clear conscience and the court are still on the truth, then we to the action. You get to clear conscience, so if in the future, that's what you tell them, you can't end up happening. You get to clear conscience, and we don't tell them that we don't see the time now to the shop or you're putting on anybody when it happens. So look at the problem is still not for me.
Okay.
Because certain people will benefit from certain things, they need to come out and tell the truth out.
Okay. Well, yeah. Now round up because for other people that then at the line, then you try for them. So round up. Thank you very much, my brother. Before you go, I just want to appreciate you very much. What you talk now through the APC party and me advise them for say let we go na court, but now the leaders them. So what they want for the nine and they do. So I really appreciate it. Now let we go to okay. If after this one, if not clear, I will switch to WhatsApp. But let me listen to this guy first. Me WhatsApp. So, but let we listen to this guy to this person. 678-748-0087. Go ahead. If you want to pronounce your name, that's fine. Or yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to take this opportunity to say you thank you.
Uh-huh.
I just stumbled on this platform here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I need to talk to how you do.
You know, but I would hear you. We hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to tell you thank you. I just stumbled on this news that come here this evening. It's very interesting. And I tell you thank you for when you come out to the say the truth.
Mm-hmm.
This country is like the previous speaker say, it will okay. We also learn for say the truth, yeah. If we need collecting car, let us come today, we see better. Or we already out or then and say we want to get another country, they will also come back. Inside to the love to come, yeah?
Yeah. So.
If this election don't come, all waiting in the year, how they will get, how they will do this, how they will God can make this election can it done the way we don't do. If anybody the way I believe like the APC party will say so. They not say that on a go court, on a take the legal way the way constitution say where you forgo put you case across. Then forget the backing, then forget the international backing where they hala also. Una no go na parliament and una all together. Una bring paper, una say na una get. Una no bring paper. But una wale international committee help una. Let me put una meet now with the thing say una they work on so let una bring set na that country day. Una they make people that they suspect una and then una get people the way to go out. Where they send that message every day to let people they exactly they will vote. Nobody is saying anything to them. We don't talk about the election. Una stop them people they don't stop them people they do. Nobody knows they say anything. It's just sad where we did now, what would it decide to like always think in the country, I can go back on the country and take paper and go every day. But every day, anyway, any good thing about that country, they start war, somebody want to walk out, people they want to do things. But anyway, we think don't bring to be a day. People they know go let can we say the truth, some man will let can they discuss it with reason, but they can say, you don't want to make quick can say, you pay your money, you go to all them, their state, most of the stations they go, you get statistics in your hand. When the people for talk and let God know for you they talk the truth. You don't know believe you fine. You don't believe you let God help you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Miss Sister. May God bless you. Just like what we always say, we all get responsibility for make sure say peace prevail at that country day, and that's my own motive. Me waiting talk to you, so me na APC person. Me I've been the PRO for APC USA until very recently we didn't do the election. So now they step down. But I went to Sierra Leone simply because I don't want for let somebody manipulate me. I went there, I spent my money, I paid a lot of people them for make they're able to give me independent counts where I get. And the APC party, when Namibian party, then gets responsibility for make them do the right thing. Let we go support. Let we present what we get. If we get some, then let we move from there. The boycotts, then don't do them already. I hope see then they reverse them because at the end of the day, they hurt we more than they hurt the SLPP. The SLPP don't care because at the end of the day, the ones we position themselves. So thank you very much, my sister. All right. Well, let me show you guys something. All right. If the Skype is getting problems, let me see. I don't know. Let me see the connection of the Skype. Me the area very clearly. I think some people the area clear, but some they say clear. So I don't know. Let me see who's audio. Let me see the connection. When I just wait and come, let's see the connection quickly. If not, when I use this number 480-862-5771, when at the Skype, down the hold on, let me just see. All right, hopefully, when I try the Skype again, I don't change the microphone, not the Skype to the camera where they use for a microphone. Hopefully, it will be okay. All right, let me go back to the number. The number is 480-409-4001. All right, let me go back to Michael Coker. You say the sound is better, but still not loud enough. Okay, so you can text me or you call me. The number, I get two numbers. So the first one is okay. Hello? Yeah?
Oh yeah, hello. This is Matt Palmer, right there at Sierra Leone.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, great. I was in Freetown, I believe, in March.
In March?
So
Okay.
2 weeks in March. And that was my first time staying that long in Freetown.
Mm-hmm.
But I live in the U.S.
Okay.
And I followed the election. But one thing, that really worries me. I don't know whether it was rigged, but I think it's a fear when it comes to election being rigged.
Okay.
And I believe that's something that every Sierra Leoneans, we all need to put those things into place and make sure that these things don't happen.
Yep.
Because from the experience of Sierra Leone a long time ago and from Liberia, we saw what happens when government start to go, in a way that's not in line with the people.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes troublesome because then people will try to find other means. That is something I pray that Liberia and Sierra Leone we should never ever again bring our country to that place.
Yep.
And my biggest worry is that if the election was spread, then we need to address it because if not, another group will come tomorrow. APC will come tomorrow and say, you know what? As a people did it before, nothing came out of it. So we're going to do the same when we take power. Or as a people may say, we'll never ever again get APC the opportunity to ever rule this country because we're afraid that when they take over, we might not take over.
Okay.
That is troublesome. That is my concern when it comes to Sierra Leone. I'm very, very worried.
I totally agree with you, and that's the reason why every Sierra Leonean should make sure this type of behavior never happens again. And it starts with our own, taking our own responsibilities as Sierra Leoneans. Number one, we have to be truthful, not only to ourselves, but to the country. Because if we are not truthful, we only followed our leaders, then this is where the problem is. This election has so many flaws, definitely. And I'm writing a report for that. I just came last night from Sierra Leone. And there are so many things that I have to write, I have to put in my report. But what I wanted my party, the APC party, should have done is go to court, because that's the only means that is legal for us. We can't go to the street and say we demonstrate, because we've seen that demonstration was part of the democratization. But in Africa, demonstration means violence. And sometimes even the opposition, if they want to go to the streets and demonstrate, other groups will come in and infiltrate the demonstration and cause a lot of problem and blame it on the opposition. So demonstration is not a safe way to do, even though it's preferable, but not safe way. So what is the safest way? We go to court. And in the court, we have to present our evidence. You just don't go to court and say, okay, this election is rigged. I believe so many irregularities took place in this election, but you cannot prove that just by saying it happened. No, you have to prove that by evidence, right? And where do you prove that? You go to court. So I'm still asking my own party to go to court and say, okay, these are our evidence. We know that this election is rigged, and here is the evidence. Let's wait the courts to give us whether they agree with us. If they agree with us, because the only organ right now that has the power to reverse this election, as people are saying, oh, the election is going to be rerun in 6 months, is the Supreme Court. Well, if we block ourselves from going to the Supreme Court, then we are wasting our time. So we just have to move on, or else whatever we have to say is non-funny. So thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I just wanted to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I think which I want to believe maybe I'm not percent correct. Maybe the mindset of the APC is the international community will intervene.
Yeah.
But one thing I always tell people is that you understand, yeah, and I want to learn from it, right, from the international community, because the questions about to take place like there.
Yep.
Imagine the international community does not intervene to say we we need to do this over, we need to understand this over. Liberia is going to do the same.
Yep.
Because then they get to know that nobody will stay in the way, nobody will stop them. You understand, right? And they're going to use the same playbook. And then in the nearby future, in time to come, we will see our nation going back to the same thing. We will see our nation going back to the same thing. So, like you are saying, we cannot depend on the international community.
Exactly.
Because they will not come to do anything. They will not come to solve any problem. They will not come to change any government. They understand it. So I think the best thing, like you say, either go to court or go back and make sure every Sierra Leoneans come back together and say, look, these things happen. We need to make it different in the next 5 years. Let's make sure that these things never happen.
Exactly.
Make sure that these things never happen because nobody will come back to that house. Because whenever we fail, it becomes an opportunity for those who we think want to help us. They see as an opportunity. So thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much. All right, bye. All right. I hope say if hear it clearly, give me a thumbs up. Michael Coker, is the sound when I use my phone better? No, okay. So yeah, if you want for talk to me, yep, you can call this number 480-862-5771. It's a WhatsApp and a regular phone number. If not, you can call me now the Skype phone number way now 480-409-4001. So either this number or this number. So let me see. Oh, it's not clear again. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know. You say not clear. Okay, it seems like all right, well, in Sierra Leone, when I use my laptop, I think the problem is coming from because the camera. Okay, Michael, I got you. I will try for fix them. I think the problem is coming from the camera, not necessarily the Skype. The way I suspect is coming from the camera because the camera is attached to the mixer, and the camera microphone is a little bit far away from me. So instead of when somebody they talk, they go through. So I need for find a way for fix them. I'll go try for fix them. Okay, I will try definitely for fix them. But I hope say the next caller will be able to get a clear sound. All right. Well, let me see. You see, just like what the last caller said, we have responsibility as Sierra Leoneans then for make we avert any disaster. We the brew within the political context of the country. We can disagree politically, but at the end of the day, one thing we all get for bear in mind is we are all Sierra Leonean. And Sierra Leoneans should think alike when it comes to national interest. And politics should not be a tool for division. Politics should be a tool for unity and competition, fair competition. So if me get the bold mind for stand up and say, this is what I think, sincerely, I think you should do the same thing. If you get 2, 3, 4, 5 people, now it doesn't take millions of people for make a change. It starts from few people for make the change start. So, but the way I see things, then you go to salon. If we're not able for stop these parties and bickering where they go on, definitely we are heading to a big disaster. I tell you one thing: politicians are very deceptive. Politicians are very deceptive. I'm not talking about specific political parties. I'm talking about the politicians, the individuals within those political parties. They are very deceptive. Some people, they don't ask me, if you want to join politics, you get for stop this through choco, you choco, they work in a salon. Yeah, people told me that. You have to be deceptive in order for you to succeed in politics and salon. And those people are actually living in the diaspora. Okay. I hope we will do better. I hope so. All right. I want to give you a quick information. Where they go? Before probably I close, it's coming to 8 o'clock here, which is about 1, 2, 3. 11 o'clock Eastern time. 8 o'clock here in the West Coast here. The international community. International community. Waiting now the role of the international community in politics in Africa. Maybe not only in Africa, but everywhere. It's interest. Like I said earlier, if you look at all the press releases where the international community don't put, very, very ambiguous to the ordinary Sierra Leonean. You can interpret and what you want. Then you wait in the paper. Before the boycotts, the U.S. Embassy come out and urge the APC say, make them not boycott this for the sake of democracy. This is the U.S. Embassy in Freetown. This is the U.S. Embassy in Freetown. Then tell the APC leadership say, we will not boycott this for the sake of democracy in Sierra Leone. What do you think about this statement? If you're not a smart person. And these are some of the international community where we hope then we're able to help the APC party. If you put your hope and trust on the international community for saying, I indicate a problem for you, I think you need to go check you did. Before the election, there were some rumors where they go around where people then say, well, the international community wants a change. I agree. I agree. Some international community members, they really want a change. Why? When I get the answer, okay? I get the answer. And the answer is very, very interesting and troubling. Okay? Well, if you want to know the answer, your answer, where I find out why the international community they want a change. Well, I want to make you stay tuned. And let me see here. I want to make you stay tuned and wait for the answer. Let me give you now quick music, then we'll be right back. All right?
This is Shaban's music, the hottest.
Sierra Leone, how wanna they do? Sierra Leoneans wanna kusha. We all are one, make we live together. Without peace, we no go before. Like you neighbor, no make palava. This salon, now no more we get. For the sake of the picking, then let we make salon. What you don't do for mama salon? When they say water, you say for crop you back. And inside you they give peace a chance. let we make salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Anytime you go, give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Salon man, how you dey do? Salon woman, do ya kushe oh? This na the time for let we make we country. Government property, not on you yo. Not out in the street, not if na office. Waiting up for we, not on you yo. Let we like salon, let we put them first. Live at peace inside salon. When they say water, you say fuck rub you back. And inside you day, give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Anything you.
All right, welcome back to the program. My name is Dr. Mankota. You are watching the TPN TV and Radio Network. The last segment of the program tonight is the international community. Okay. Before I go for a short break, I've been telling us saying this rumor will be to go around for say, well, the international community wants a change in Sierra Leone. It was true. It was really true. But not all the international community they want change, Masalo. You see, the problem we'll get is a lot of Sierra Leoneans, when they talk about the international community, you know, we done at the international community. In Africa, in particular, the international community, in the perspective of Sierra Leoneans, is EU, Commonwealth, British, European Union, American. These are the international community. Okay? Well, some of them actually they may want to change. I can tell you the EU was actually working very hard for a change. As a APC person, yes, I like that. I like that as an APC person. But as a Sierra Leonean, I don't want too much of interference into we politics from external forces. But why the international community they want this change? I've been telling us here, I get the answer, right? Right? Well, here is the answer. When Madabio came to power, when Madabio came to power, yeah, I go read una comment, and I'll just continue for you una comment. When Madabio came to power, it pissed off the international community. When I say international community, I'm talking about the EU. It pissed off the EU. It pissed off other powerful countries like Britain, maybe even France. Well, France is definitely a tributary of the American. Now we colonize France, we colonize Britain, we colonize the EU. All right. So here is the thing. It pissed them off because some of the companies where they are alone by during the APC party, they make some dubious contracts, especially in the mining sector. Okay, in the mining sectors, a lot of dubious contracts. Some of them, it's almost like zero, very close to 0% interest. But not so that one day more peace. Some of these folks, like the EU and other powerful countries. You know what in peace them people then. Yeah, when somebody talks, let me just read this before I go further. Okay, let me start with Michael Coker. Most of the international community are seeking their own interests, especially when they want to dictate to us and BO is standing in their way. I agree with you. Okay, I totally agree with you. All right. When I know say there may not prospect for gas, na salon, gas, petroleum, who they call petrol, na salon. Then prospect that's now offshore. Yeah. This was done during the time of the APC party. And there were certain contracts that were signed by the prospectors companies. I think the one for use kind of a trilateral endeavor to mine this offshore drilling. But the contract we they signed was, according to Madabio, was not in the best interest of the country. So he was impeding that a piece of some of this country. So they want to change. This is the change way some of those guys want actually. It's all about their own interests. I've been on telling I say international community you don't care about Salon man. You don't care about me and you. You care about their own interests. So I agree with Michael Coker. So I don't know if them believe say if Samura for being calm, the contracts for being stable, the one way they may not sign, so they continue, or I don't know why they believe so. But if look at the London mining, and I don't know how they call it, Shandon mining or whatever. Then they can mine minerals na million chiefdom, mining. I think the iron ore mining. Then they can mine very soon. Okay, so to me, every mining company that comes to Sierra Leone for can do investment should adhere to the basic tenant and house owner rules. Which are the benefits where Sierra Leone and they don't get so far from the mining them where don't take place in Sierra Leone. When I look at the gold mining where them don't go give Chinese them where then they can fuel we reverse them. When I go all the way to my village, the river, that Sierra River, we will be a go holiday, now they will be a go swim. But because then get then they mine gold now up the stream, far away from Pampana River. So then they mine gold now Pampana River by Magoroka. Okay. So Pampana River can join the Sierra River. Okay, so when that dirty the way they mine, it come out from Pampana River, it pass now Sierra River. It don't spoil that water there so much. I go na that water there, I go see, I almost cry. Blue during the internet, they will be small. Now blue water, very very clean. And then what they would go swim? Lot of fish. Now so muddy stuff. So the mining so far where I see, I don't think say the Sierra Leonean people there them benefit much from the minerals other than the one or two politicians there way connected and they get decision on their mining company and the benefits no more. So if indeed Madabio refuse the contract here, I think it's great. Let's have a new contract and try for make sure say the Sierra Leonean people then benefit. But again, sometimes mother be yourself now for you know them call it first for. So I don't know exactly what you make a piece of them people here. Sometimes you want your quota, while the people that do not agree it because they don't sign the contract already don't sign. I don't know. But this is the information we are able to get that around. Okay. She also said the international community has its own agenda. If their agenda align with our interests, then they are fine with it. We need people that represent us to start looking for Sierra Leone interests. I agree with you. Well, we did run for the APC flag bearership. Again, if God Mark say we will succeed, we'll see. But we are going to try 2028. Who knows? 2028, the APC will go for APC flag bearership. By God's power. Since so we don't lose this, by God's power. Doctor, they know the APC are corrupt, so it will be easy to bribe them in order to get what they want. Amada Bio is also corrupt. So if you just try for filter out the APC for saying that they like say corruption now just one party or one person. No, hey, their position they're all corrupt, including Madabio. They're all corrupt. Okay, Madabio not telling me they talk same that economy program. Madabio before he became president, economy program. That's when then na radio station no more being get economy program. It tell me say that toll gate. He said not happy with that. So he get when he can na power, he go take a look at it and try to see whether it makes sense or not. So and in Turan, he knows it not make sense. Well, when he can na power, what will happen? Toll gates is still there. Three toll gates. 3, 1 by Songo Road. The other one, I think that's it. The other one, Mashaka. And anyway, the way they build the roads, I think Alekam. One of the problems will be they make a lot of accidents, especially during rainy season. That places than them. Now because the road and then go make them very small, one lane and that. It will make some places the curve is so steep, so it cause problem. But what did they do? Then divide the lane. 2 lane come from Freetown to Mashaka. Very nice, man. Very nice. Anyway, Salino out for Miko. I said to God, the greedy politicians and no more. You know how for me. Go from Freetown to Mashaka, from Mashaka to Freetown, 2 lane, go inbound and outbound. Okay, well, let me continue. I think people they want to make a challenge. So shall say they have polluted our whole water stream and the rest of the environment, which will have a lasting impact. We see the effect in Koidu. Yeah, because that Sewa River, now one of the earliest good rivers that we don't pollute. Then we will be small self. They say because of that mining. My brother, I get a video of that river there. Because that river there, I get over 1,000 acres by the river. 1,000 acres. Very fertile land where my daddy left, where I dey try for do farming. Over 1,000 acres. Actually 750 hectares. So you see, and look the river, look the land, very, very fertile. So I almost cry when I go see the water. And the government is not doing enough to stop this. The next problem where the world can get is water, fresh water. And God bless we with the rivers there. Now we pollute them. It's very, very sad for something that is not benefiting the ordinary Sierra Leoneans. Anyway, very, very sad. Oh, please run. I will be your advisor. Okay, by God's power. Definitely. Please challenge us. We believe in you. Oh, yeah, I'm going to challenge the SLPP. Definitely. I pray to God for make, if God be not say, I get for being leader, may God trigger that destination for me. That's an addition. Sometimes the APC self don't steady. We don't make up we mind. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't spend 2 hours and 50 minutes. I think that's enough, right? It's enough. So I don't tell you now, 2028 is going to be our time. All right. So 2028 is going to be our time. So by God's power, I try to put an exploratory committee and see waiting happen. Well, that one no mommy want to say. I want to tell you plenty thank you for being with me tonight. Now this wonderful program. This program is for me and you because it's kind of an interaction, right? It's mostly, yeah. I do sometimes I do monologue, but after monologue, I want to get on your side of the story too, and it's very, very successful so far. So there are a lot of people who need for discover this then kind program here, because then kind program here then too scarce within the political landscape of Sierra Leone. So when I share them to friends and family members, every Saturday, 7 p.m. Sierra Leone time, 12 p.m. Arizona time, depending on the season, sometimes 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Eastern time. Every Saturday, we did live, and that will make Sierra Leone a better country, okay? Me and you now we get for make salon. One great person not able to make us politicians are not able to make salon. You know what team politicians they make in their pockets. We very well know that, not so. I don't need for tell now for say politicians and their pockets that they make. Thank you, Dr. Mankota, for your information given to us. Thank you, Adiatu. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, that small truthfulness, that small idea we get for make Salona better, it will go a long way if we all put our hands together, right? So let we do that and make sure say we were able to succeed. What will we do? Well, I just want to tell you, say, Tata.